Yay, my first video! Okay, well, I need to do this fast because I'm going to have a lot in this video and I want to make sure I actually upload it. I don't want it to be too long. So I'm Samantha, and this video is to kind of introduce the characters that I have made and the storyline to the Vocaloid comic I am making. Now, this Vocaloid comic will take forever to complete, maybe years, but I'm gonna try and work very hard on it. Okay, the storyline is this Vocaloid competition. It's kind of like American Idol. That's the only way I can describe it. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to go, but I'm going to try, and if it turns out to be a fail, then I'll let you know, but if I get enough fans for it, then I'll definitely keep it up. So, my list of Vocaloid I will be using, which can change depending on if I don't want to use certain models and I can't find any more, or if I want to add more. The list is Miku, Mikuo, Meko, Meto, Luca, Rin, Lin, Kaito, Taito, Ikaito, Nigiaito, Haku, Niru, Kiku, Gumi, Gumo, Zatsune. Okay, so, if there's any more Vocaloid you think I should add, then I definitely will, and it has to be Vocaloid, by the way. I don't want to add, like, Euloids into that. Euloids will be, like, a separate thing, like visitors, like Teto. Okay? And so you'll just have to let me know about that. And the, guests for the competition, which I don't want anyone to add anymore, like want to add their own characters into that. I'm sorry, but it's a little bit more simpler because I don't want to upset you with how the storyline turns out and everything. Maybe I could try that one day and do some kind of different type of thing. But the guests are Eula, Saki, Kara, Nutra, Deme, and Seeme. Now there definitely will be more because there's going to be guy guests too, but I haven't had any of them done yet. But we do have one created, and when I say we, it's me and my boyfriend. I'm the main person who makes this comic, by the way, and my boyfriend just kind of helps out a little bit. He has a character named Zen, and he will also be on here sooner or later once we develop his character and create it. The reason why he hasn't been created yet is because I'm using 3D Custom Girl to make all these characters. He's actually going to have to use PMD editor and like make his own character that way. So it'll take longer, but he should be up soon, and once he's done, then I will definitely get started on the comic. So, I'm going to edit songs using Audacity, and I changed the pitches of them. So that's how I'm going to get different pitches for all the characters you hear. So here are the characters' voices and some pictures, and then afterwards will be all the background to every single one of them.
世界で一番の姫様そういう熱い心入れて世界で一番の姫様そういう熱い心入れて世界で一番の姫様そういう熱い心入れて
May is the odd girl out in the world. She looks weird with her horns that wrap around her head like a headband. She wears many layers, like someone who you would scream danger, danger at. She gets scared easily, but she is very kind and hopes that maybe this competition will help people see she isn't someone to be afraid of. She also has no actual age. I created this character because she's kind of dark looking, but she's actually complete opposite, and I like that. And maybe the whole competition will turn things around, and maybe one day she'll be able to open up her shell and express herself more in a passionate way and show that she's not a freak. She just looks different. And I think she's kind of a bit of a powerful character for the fact that she doesn't really have many roles in the story so far, but it's just the uncovering and her finding her true self and accepting the fact that she shouldn't care what other people think and that she should open up. And I think that's what makes her a really nice character. Nudra is a young woman, about 24 years old, and she's a DJ at a local club. She has always dreamed of making her own techno-style music, and she entered in the competition so she can complete that dream. Overall, she's a very nice person, but as competition gets closer to the end and everything gets more rough, she may start to get mean. I don't know how mean yet, but we'll see. Eula is very quiet. She is 16 and she doesn't really let anyone know about her past or just about her overall. She'll talk, but she's just very, very distant from everyone. And no one really suspects her for hiding anything, but she's actually keeping a very dark secret. And she intends to hide it at all costs. That's all I can really tell you about her. Just keep a lookout, because she's gonna make things interesting. And, her voice is supposed to just be, like, a lot different than what you think for her age. She's supposed to sound darker, like just a deeper voice overall. And I've always imagined her doing like kind of like screamo, with all honesty. I've actually edited Asking Alexandria songs to make it sound like her, kind of. And she fits them very well. Her whole look in general, she's just kind of matching it. I don't know what else to say. She doesn't really care much about the competition. She just kind of entered in. I'm not exactly sure why yet. Or maybe I am. I just want to keep it a secret. Kara is the owner of a small bakery. She's 19 years old despite her high voice, and she loves cute things. She tends to buy lots of them, and too much actually. She can no longer keep up with her habits by just working at the bakery. She's actually about to lose her bakery, which means a lot to her because the fact that she loves to cook, that's her dream, is cooking and owning a bakery. And that's why she had auditioned to the competition, so maybe she could win, get a higher salary, and she would be able to pay off all her debt and buy all the cute things she has always wanted. She's overall a very, very nice person, and she tends to stay that way. It's kind of sad though, because if she were to lose, she would lose everything unless someone was nice and kind to her. So, I don't know how that's going to end up. I may be cruel and make her lose everything, or I won't be. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Cimi is a young girl, and she is about 15 years old. She's very hyperactive, and many people can't stand her. But she's very kind, and she means well. She's just too annoying. She's just a very interesting character. I guess she kind of just shows the innocence of people. Um, she she didn't even sign up for the auditions, actually. She just kind of barged in and surprised everyone. That's the kind of story behind it. She just kind of just jumps out and says, hey, look at me. No, she's not an attention whore. She's just kind of wanting to show what she can do because no one else has really paid attention to her. She has a very high voice. And she's supposed to be able to sing very fast. Now, most songs you probably won't be able to tell because I'm just going to use songs by Miku and change them for the competition. But if I were to make her a Yuta, she would probably be like a Japanese version of Nicki Minaj, practically, without cussing. That's just kind of how I imagine her. And I don't know. I just think she's kind of a cool character. I think she's very cute too. Overall, I don't think she really cares if she wins or not. I think that's how her character's going to be. She's not going to care if she wins or not, and she's not really going to be that sad in the end if she has to leave. I think she's just going to be happy for the fact that she got to meet a bunch of new people and people actually listened to her for once. Saki is our last character that we have so far, anyways, and she's a very young woman, about 20 years old. Well, not very young, but just a young woman. And she's wanting to start off her music career. She doesn't really care if it's with Vocaloid or someone else, with all honesty, but some of her very close friends are Vocaloid members, which would be Meiko and Luca, and they encouraged her to try out for the competition. Now, she's not going to be like a step ahead of everyone else because of the fact that she's friends with some Vocaloid, just to let you know. She's just kind of more of my personal character more than anything. And she'll be happy if she wins, but if she doesn't, she's okay with that. She'll just try somewhere else. But the fact that she's there, I mean, she has a chance and she's gonna try as hard as she can. So some things I forgot in the beginning is I'm gonna make this comic on MMD. I will also try to make an actual like episodes and make it look like without having just screenshots. It'll actually play and with frames and everything. But that will take longer and that will come later if I do try to do that. I will have a preview of the story later. This is just more of an intro and background. And I also need some help with models. I have MMD models for Meto and Kiku, but I don't really like them. If you could find any and put them in the comments, that would be really, really nice. Okay? Well, stay tuned. Thank you for watching.